We are tackling a topic many women over 40 and even new moms experience, but rarely discuss: the unexpected skin and body changes that summer can bring. Joining us this morning, we have Annette Leclerc and Karina Cloutier from Técare, an Ottawa-based retailer, helping women navigate these changes. Good morning to you both.
Good morning.
Thank you so much for being here. It's a topic none of us want to talk about, but you know what? When there's people here to help us out, you're very thankful for it. And let's start with you. Why did you want to create this company?
Well, I founded Técare because women over 40, a lot have a really difficult time navigating the changes that are happening in their skin as they mature.
Yeah.
Over 40, 50, 60, a lot can happen in perimenopause, menopause, etc. So we found there just wasn't a lot of knowledge and service out there, so we started Técare. And we do webinars, tutorials, and we have an e-comm shop with all Canadian products.
Okay, and tell us about some of these wonderful products, because all Canadian, which is super important for you.
Yes, from Quebec to BC, actually.
So a little bit of everything.
Yeah, so the first thing we'll talk about in the summer is chafing that we don't always like to talk about. I mean, it's kind of universal chafing, but this is from Cocooning Love, a company in Quebec. And we've got, now I don't really want to demo this, but typically you would put it in areas that, you know, like
chafe, like in between your legs. I was telling you that my son actually chafed on his arms from his life jacket.
Yeah.
And he was in so much pain. Can I just smell this too?
Yeah, so this is an all natural.
Ooh, but it has a nice little
It has a nice little essential oil in it. The primary ingredient would be shea butter and like a coconut oil mix, glycerin, really moisturizing.
Yeah.
So you want to get it on before the chafe.
Okay.
Yes. Okay.
So before you go for the run or the long walk or the water, whatever.
Because some shorts just don't cut it.
It's
Sometimes
so
we don't want to wear a heavy thing underneath. So this is perfect.
Okay.
To complement it is the powder.
Okay.
And she's going to talk about that.
The powder is lovely for, you know, some of us women with, you know, different physical sizes and shapes. The powder goes lovely under the bust line.
Okay.
In some of the areas, you know, we may have a little bit
Undergarments.
of, you know, as we would say, the pooch for some of us ladies, right?
Yep. Thank you.
It's a thing. It's a thing, especially with
is.
C-section,
In
and it's
between
a lovely.
your cleavage as well.
That's a big one.
Absolutely.
I find that gets really sweaty in there.
It does,
And it drips down your
with
leg. It's not fun.
perimenopause and menopause in those hormonal changes, just like teens going through puberty and adolescence, we start to have some different things that are happening with us, and having this wonderful chafing, anti-chafing powder
Talc
helps
free.
it, and it absorbs, and the talc free is really, really important because we don't want that in our system as well, and all natural. And it just keeps you fresh and not feeling like you're like your teenager.
Right, okay. I love that this has been created for us.
Yes.
Let's talk about odors as well, because, you know, as we age, odors do kind of change. A deodorant that may once work doesn't seem to cut it anymore.
Yeah. Okay. We'll jump to here then.
Okay,
if
let's
that's
jump over there.
Yeah. So this is, this is a detox scrub and well, kind of like a mask.
Okay.
And it's by in BC. So again, I think they're 95% organic, or 98. All their products are. And we're going to do a demo. Is that okay?
Let's do it.
I'll let you smell it first,
Oh,
because
yes.
I do know that you love to.
Ooh,
isn't that beautiful?
super
Is
light.
it lavender? A little bit of lavender in there?
Yeah, exactly. So
Trying to
very,
know my
very
scents.
faint.
Okay.
So generally,
How do we use this?
You would just take a little bit, because, you know, for the
Can I
armpits.
just try the consistency
Absolutely.
too?
Yeah.
Oh,
Are
it's
you going to
almost
do it
like
on me?
I'm going to do it on you.
It's almost
We're
like
gonna
a
do a
sugar
demo.
scrub, right?
Lovely.
It is almost like a, but
Yeah.
it's a sea salt,
Okay.
and then it has a kaolinite powder in it, which will
The
draw
clay.
out those impurities.
Okay.
So you're just going to, and it's
my
very, very
goodness.
gentle. Sorry.
If I had a different top on, I would say,
Okay,
hey, do
this
me
is on
too.
TV. This is fabulous.
But this is reality.
Yes,
this
it's
is, this
true.
is real life, and this is what we're
So
going
what is this
through.
going to do?
So this is going to help exfoliate the skin. It's going to draw out the bacteria and
Toxins.
sometimes, and when I say bacteria, there's good and bad.
Right.
But it does also create a chemical reaction on your skin, and that is what can start to smell and create. So we're just going to do a nice little, who exfoliates their armpits? It's really important, right?
And it's funny, we don't think we shave it, we do all these things to it.
Right.
And then I would recommend leaving it on for about a minute.
Okay.
You know,
just gonna sit
and then it allows you to come out of the product, and then you rinse it off with a towel, pat it dry, and then going forward with whether you prefer a natural deodorant or what works for you.
Okay.
You know, you may have to reapply a couple of times during the day.
Yes.
It is a reality that we face, unfortunately, and something, you know, there are some amazing Canadian products out there that will help us make our way through.
Unfortunately, we are out of time.
That's it?
That is it. I know, but you guys have so many more things. Where can people find you? Because I know there's going to be a lot of viewers out there with so many questions and saying, hey, where can I get that? Where can they find you?
Well, that's what we're all about. So Técare.ca, T-E-C-A-R-E, on their tutorials. And follow us on social at Take Care Today. Mini tutorials. We can talk about the dry shampoo on there. Our sunscreen, that's mineral, made in Canada, really hard to find.
Oh, I love that.
Really hard from BC. And yeah, you'll find all these under summer care.
Summer care.
Técare.ca.
Perfect. Well, thank you both.
I'm going to go wash now.
Yeah, you can go
We're all
wash your
going to wipe
armpits.
down.
We appreciate you using your armpits and exposing that on TV for us
You
today.
do what you got to do.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Thanks again for joining us today.